Good morning, YouTube. Today, we're going to change out the transmission mount on Stu's Ferrari 360. Hi, Stu.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
So this is going to take us the better part of the day. The transmission mount, I'm not going to show you right now because it's actually in the freezer. That's a tip we learned. We stick it in the freezer the night before because it needs to be kind of compressed as much as possible. The trans mount is actually directly underneath this big box that has all the air intake stuff. These all need to come out. This big air box needs to come out, and then the really tricky part is this aluminum subframe actually has to come out, and there's little access panels underneath the convertible top. Obviously this has coolant in it, and Stu just drove, so we don't want to burn ourselves. So we gotta be really careful with this and not spill that all over ourselves. There's regular flat heads on those. Alright, so there's the little latch. We're just gonna pull on that, and there it goes. Yeah, got that out of the way. Alright, get the air filter. Yeah, come on, you. There it is. Oh, look at a couple leaves. Alright, we're gonna pull off those panels in order to get the access down here to get the air box out. Yes, this video is sponsored by Ricambi America, so we got the parts from Ricambi America for this, so thank you, Ricambi America. So go visit ricambiamerica.com, use the code NGS10. They're gonna hook you up with 10% off because they're awesome. They've been sponsoring a ton of these videos. Huge thanks to Ricambi America for doing all that.
Ricambi America. Ricambi America.
Did you know that Ricambi means spare parts?
In Italiano.
Nope. Something. Oh, this one. Crank it, Stu. Crank it.
Crank it.
You might want to remove your watch. That's a nice watch.
And we're clear.
There it goes. There we go. Detach the coolant overflow box from the air box and then get the air box out of here. So it looks like just a bunch of 10 mils. Pretty toasty. Ooh, use a hot knit or something. Let's see. A bunch of extensions. Jackpot! Jackpot! This metal subframe, as you can see, is what kind of holds the transmission mount. So, in order to get that out, because basically the transmission mount is right there. So once we disconnect all this stuff, we have to get that metal subframe out of the way. They're aluminum, I should say. Aluminum! But we have to disconnect all these hoses and wires off of the subframe so that when we disconnect it, we can pop it out of the way. Now the trick is, before we actually disconnect it, we're going to have to make sure we have a jack, a floor jack, on the transmissions. So you know what's better than one shop dog? Two shop dogs! As they drink the puddle of water.
Yeah, good. Car wash water. Yeah.
Brake
Good.
dust.
We have a nice walk. Yes, we're gonna be chill now.
I want to put you
This
guys
is
on.
Pickles.
Hello,
Pickles is Stu's shop dog. Moses is Dan's apprentice shop dog because he still needs to chill.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, Pickles.
what's up, boy?
This looks like it hasn't been the easiest walk.
No, it's not that. It's not quite easy.
Quick jacks under it. We're going to use the quick jacks to lift it up so we can get off the under tray, aka the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
She's flying. Your baby's flying.
It's the Force.
Yeah, there it is. Use the force.
I don't know how often I can hold it down.
It's almost there. Well done, Stu. Ran, release. Ah. Trying to recover a lost washer that went through my floor tiles. One of the downsides of having these Swiss Trax floor tiles is sometimes you do drop some stuff between them. And also it's really bad when you spill like oil or coolant and you're screwed. Extremely large quantity of bolts and screws. This is how you remove the Millennium Falcon, aka under tray. Okay, we got all the bolts on the Millennium Falcon off. Oh yeah,
I didn't do it.
Josh is here now because Josh just did this recently, so we're gonna learn from his trials.
I figured they may need some help because it sucks.
Yeah, this sounds like it's total pain in the butt. All right, Josh is unbolting all these hoses and wires and crap. We got to get off the aluminum frame before we can get that out of there. Stu is finalizing the Millennium Falcon removal. I think we're on the last bolt.
Got it. 2 bolts. Here you are.
Yep. Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah, Megan demanded I film the sack, as we call it.
Yes.
The cul-de-sac of power. Hello, Scout. Hello. We got good doggies on the sack.
Yeah, we do. Say something post, Rachel.
I don't know what that means.
You know what saying something post Texas is?
Don't bring that Austin tone in my house.
Yeah.
Okay, so these gonna come out, right?
Yeah, those pop out.
Okay.
Found another washer.
Now in my car, this stuff was not mounted to this, so
Oh.
that
yeah.
may need to be loosened, but we'll find out after we get those front bolts off.
Yeah.
We'll see how much movement this has.
Yeah, it's
It
really.
looks like this is different too. This hose is gonna have to pop out of this little bracket
Yeah,
right here.
yeah. There goes the Millennium Falcon.
Do you have a torch?
Torch?
Yeah.
I have a culinary torch.
Okay, that won't work. Whenever you're right before you're about to put it on, it's best to heat this up.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, he's cranking away on those. Ooh yeah.
So what's happening right now, the bolts are being loosened up and are coming off of the frame support,
They call it the cradle.
the cradle. The transmission is supported right now with
Oh, yeah.
the jack.
We got a jack on the. There's like a little ball. It's kind of like a mount piece. We got it sitting right on that. If I push this any higher, the whole car will come up right now because it's all still in place.
And for that, this piece, there are 4 bolts that hold the back of it in place. We still need to get the bolts off of the front and or anything else that is connected to it.
Screwdrivers are not supposed to be used as a
Pry tool.
pry tool.
Wear safety goggles.
Let me get an actual chisel.
Hammer.
Hammer time.
You can hammer a Ferrari.
Yeah, it's off.
It's off.
Just the tension from this.
Okay. All right, we got all 8 of the bolts back here off. So now Stu is going to crawl in successfully. So we raise the roof, and once the roof is halfway, we can actually get access to these little panels.
However much we want to charge. Maybe 40 an hour?
And there you go. That's probably good. Push this up manually
Yeah.
and prop it up with like a wooden dowel or something. Yeah. Watch your head. This thing's right in your face.
Yeah, dude, it's right there. Okay. We are successfully out.
So the bolts should be accessed through this little rubber thing. We're gonna have to pry that off. There they are.
There it goes.
The one-handed Stu catch. Oh, touchdown!
Oh!
These are actually pretty loose.
That's scary.
Oh, okay. The rear ones don't have a washer.
I think it's the rear ones are the different.
Oh, did you see it pop up?
Yeah.
Oh, these are huge.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Josh said, sure it's lined up.
See it pop up again? So we can do the back. Careful, guys. We had casualty. Theoretically, that's. Oh, we just got
What
to
you
do
gotta
that
do
bolt.
is do this.
That's
That
so
one
good.
goes that way. This one. Ready? Oh.
Oh, that wasn't bad at all.
No, not at all.
Okay, we can put a ratchet on there now. Getting off the giant bolt.
Okay, remember the direction that this bolt went through? Nut on the right. Right nut.
Right nut.
Right nut.
Right nut.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
The right one's bigger than the left one. To jack the transmission until this becomes loose, and then it should just pull right out.
Okay. Well, the whole car moved.
Yeah, you might have to lower it. You gotta lower it, raise it, lower it until you got a little hammer. There.
Oh, got it?
You had it? Yeah. I got it. See how it's bending? Jack it up a little more.
There.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
All right.
So it's even loose.
Well, that's not a good.
I had to use a pry bar.
Is that enough? Oh! It's starting to move. That's all.
Lower it down, see what happens.
Oh, I saw it move. Yeah. The trans moved, but frame kind of stayed.
So basically, you get it to the lowest point right there, and then the frame has to come up from there. I had to use my big pry bar to get this up.
Yeah, I don't think the little thing's gonna do it. That is the largest crowbar ever.
Seems
It's
like
still stuck on the sides.
sides.
Yeah, I saw the frame, like the car moved over there. Yeah, look at that. The whole car moves. All right.
Binding up on the sides.
Attempt number 5. Damn.
I mean, I could push a lot harder, but I don't want to bend this frame.
I know it's only aluminum. Maybe if you pull up and then we do that while
Yeah.
you're doing that.
Yeah.
All right. So you jack and he push.
Ready?
Yep. That broke it loose. So we put the pry in there, or the chisel. Yeah, we just got to do that on that side now.
Yeah.
This is like the pry bar that the guy had in Home Alone. You remember that?
It
Comes outside by the trash can. Remember that guy?
I think his name is Harry.
Harry's one of the bad guys. I'm talking about the old man next door neighbor.
Slowly moving.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Take the chisel.
No,
out.
I can't get it. Hold on, I need some pliers. Oh, it broke loose.
Now the chisel is holding it in there.
Yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Try not to scratch it. There.
There.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh, Jack.
Bingo, there we go.
that,
All right,
yeah.
she's loose. Okay, now is the trick to this is to move everything out of the way so that the thing
Yeah,
can
so
come.
get out of the way.
Yes.
It's a trans all the way. We can lower it right somewhere.
Can try.
Ooh. Oh, there's one of the little washers.
Yeah, there's a washer on each side of this.
I think it's just kind of stuck on all the crap.
Yeah.
There's just so much. Oh, there. Got.
Now what I did is that's the side I got real high, and that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
good enough. That was good enough as long
Yeah,
as you can get the tool. Let me grab the tool. So
It might actually fit. Don't go too hard. don't stew this up. Muscles.
Italiano.
Beefcake.
Follow your dreams. You can reach your goals. I'm living proof. Beefcake! Beefcake!
By the way, that is sold at Ricambie America. Looks like it weighs at least 20 pounds.
it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
15.
So the plan is we use this to press out the guts of the bushing, and then we're gonna cut it using that hacksaw. You just put a slice in it, right? And then once you do that, it alleviates the pressure and it should
Right.
pop out.
Right.
This is all in theory.
So this thing, you have to have enough
Let me
room
lift it back up.
for this thing to go on this side,
All right.
and this thing to go on this side.
Jeez.
All right,
Okay.
let me try to.
Oof, what's it?
It's gotta go.
Something's hidden.
It's binding up over here.
Okay, hold on.
This is how I broke my goddamn sensor thing when I did mine.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go. Now you should be able to get that side a little
Oh
bit
yeah,
higher.
we'll be able to do it.
If you can get the bottom of this on top of here, you're good. Because that's how I did it. I balanced the bottom
okay.
of this on top of here.
All right, there's the bushing, and we got the frame barely resting on top of the trans. So we're gonna stick this in there. All right,
So
just watch
this-
your fingers in case it pops.
You just put this washer on to push the center out.
Oh really? Just the washer?
Just the washer.
Oh,
Because that actually is
That's
the
for
same
the-
size
yeah.
as the bushing.
yeah, that's the one for the bushing. Okay. All right, so it's got a 3/4 on one side, 7/8 on the other, and it's just gonna smash it right through. Destroy that rubber.
This is where the Your ratcheting wrench might come in handy if you have a 3/4.
My neighbor made pie. We're literally having a pie break. Meg demanded that we show you that we like it. We have to be proper neighbors and be like, look at the pie. Shop dog.
Oh.
Go bother someone else.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, we getting success? Nice. So this is the guts that came out of the center of the bushing. So basically we used that to push through this first. And now that that's out, we're gonna saw a chunk out of this guy, and then we're gonna try and press out the actual bushing. So we got the saw threaded through the hole that we punched out, and now you first gotta saw through the rubber and then through the metal. Let me take a breather. This is our cardio workout for the day. This is it's super close. Look at this. It's
Well, it seems like it's
right
1,000
there.
years.
Oh, it's
On this
so
side.
close. I think it's basically there. All right, so we've got the tool to remove the bushing in place. Wrench on it until it pops out theoretically. Of course, Josh said to be very careful if you feel too much resistance, stop, because you're gonna just snap the bolt. He actually did that once already, so we don't want to do that.
No.
It's our only bolt. I've sprayed a little bit PB Blaster on the thread, so hopefully thread a little bit easier. Oh yeah, look at that, it's sliding right through. I'm holding it with my fingers. Dude! I think it's because we cut it. Just like you said, when you cut it, it makes it come out like butter. There it is.
Oh man, that is so cool.
Oh yeah, look at that. And there she be. Nice. Oh, we did cut all the way through.
Nice. Wow.
Badass, man, badass. Sandpapered it to make sure there's no goobers in there, and I'm gonna spray some PB Blaster all over the inside of it, kind of wipe it out, and make sure it's lubed up really good.
Yeah, they go all the way around nice.
So I was just checking on Ricambi's website, and it notes, so there's the bushing, and it notes that the diamond-shaped plate should be oriented directly upward in the gearbox case. So I'm assuming they mean that center diamond should be straight up and down and not horizontal like this. So that's good to know before we start trying to jam it in there. All right, here's our part. Been in the freezer overnight. Part number 237531 is the transmission bushing. This is for the 360 and 430. So it needs to go up and down like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, and see there's a taper.
Yes.
We want that taper to go in first.
Double check that orientation.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, how it's going.
Is it straight?
That's the biggest thing. Is it straight?
Oh shit, I don't have enough thread over here. It's stripping the threads.
Want to take the whole thing off?
Yeah. So we've been having a little bit of difficulty with that stupid press. So I'm using the swinging press. And actually I'm making more progress because what happens is every time I was using the press, the normal press, it would start twisting in. And so with the swinging press, I tap it on one side, it starts to kink a little. I tap on the other side, and it's kind of going wiggle, 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 wiggle. And it's actually making a lot of progress.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah.
So we switched back to the regular press, and now that I got it started pretty good, it seems to be going in. So I'm using a pretty small ratchet, and I'm not using that much force. We resorted to power tools.
Wait, stop.
Shred it.
No. The bolt is going in.
Oh,
The whole bolt.
making progress slowly.
Oh, stop. Oh, I felt it really spin. Like it's...
Stripped or something.
Yeah.
So we've been working at this for 3-ish hours, and here's what we determined. This has a slightly larger thread size than this. versus this has the proper thread size for this. So what happens is this is tight, but then as soon as it starts to pull, this thing jumps the threads, and as you can see, what's happened is the threads are just getting torn to hell on this rod. Okay, so we're gonna make a Home Depot run, buy new nuts, and maybe a new rod. we're buying nuts and rods. We're back. We got a new bolt because the old one was getting kind of messed up, and we got some new nuts, and I bought a blowtorch so we can heat it up because we've heard that that actually helps quite a bit. So we're gonna put some heat on this sucker.
The good news, ladies and gentlemen, is
Progress.
progress.
The bad news?
The bushing is going in.
It's really slow progress.
It's slow, but the tool is working.
Alright, we got the big gun. Get the air tools out. So we kind of destroyed the threads on our bolt. Now it's stuck in there. So I'm gonna sawzall that sucker off. Yes, sawzall. So I'm gonna sawzall off the tip of that so I can beat it with a hammer, and then maybe we'll cut the nut off. Okay, after beating the bejesus out of this thing, we think we got it in place as far as it's going to go. So now what we got to do is we actually jack up the transmission with the jack. We got to put in these two little washers between the two sides, and then we put in the bolt. Once we get that bolted, I think by doing that we'll drop the jack down a bit, and that should pull the cradle back into the proper position. Got the washer in place. I think the bolt, we're gonna have to, if I remember right, we had to screw it kind of in there anyway, so I'm gonna try and tap it in with the hammer. Oh yeah. Now I don't want to go all the way through because I got to put the other washer on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Sweet.
talking about. Manipulating it from the side perfectly.
Alright, now let's see.
You're right there. Stop. It's not quite the washer maybe in place.
So we got the washer and the lock nut, and I don't have any clue what the torque specs are in this. I suppose I should look it up. So that big sucker goes to 98 Newton meters, which is approximately 75 foot-pounds. These bolts are 28.5 Newton meters, which is about 20 foot-pounds. Alright, so at this point we're just trying to realign the frame to get the bolts in. I got one bolt in, and basically I'm just using a crowbar and kind of jimmying the frame around
To manipulate
up,
it.
down, left, right to manipulate it to get it aligned with the holes. And once I get the holes aligned, I just kind of pop in a bolt and tighten them down.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Got it. Nice.
And now we're gonna have to get back underneath the B pillar so we can put in the back in the screws.
Thank God these ones are going in really easily. So you got these long ones in the back. You kind of gotta feel them around till they go in the hole, and once they do, there.
We have to put back the rubber covers.
Good on you for remembering.
She's in place and she looks pretty.
Okay.
Oh, can you lift it up?
Oh no, sorry, going back down, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, we gotta get those ones tightened down.
Here's Dan feverishly working on the final nut. Let's get a kind of panned out view. You got the foot against the wall, foot on the box for leverage.
This is only taking about an hour. This one damn thing. Damn it. Bitch. There, I don't care what the torque specs are on that one. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got all the hoses and various vacuum lines and wires and whatever all reconnected back to the aluminum frame. So the frame's bolted down, those are tied down. We need to get the air box in there. We need to put those things back in the air box. And we still have the Millennium Falcon to do. This job really sucks, by the way. We got the air box in, we just kind of bolt it down and connect all those hoses up to the back side of it. Coolant tank's back on, air box is back on, air filters are in, side trim is on. I think the only thing left is the Millennium Falcon. I think Stuart's passing out. It's like midnight, and we've been working on this for, I don't know, since about 11. Yeah, 13 hours.
Well, we had an hour break for
Lunch. Yeah, that's true. Oh, we totally forgot dinner.
3-hour tour.
Yeah. Alright, the Millennium Falcon's under. Now we just gotta get it bolted up. Yeah, we are beat up. We're moving so slow right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Have fun under there. I'm not going.
No worries.
Alright, do I look tired? Because I'm tired. Are you tired, Stu?
Well, I could go. I could do another service. Let's do it. Come on.
No. You're right. Oh my god. Yeah, that took us about 12 hours of actual work. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt task. It's not super complicated. It's just difficult because of alignment issues. And by the way, you will need a pry bar. You will need some sort of crowbar or pry bar or something. We used the crap out of that today, jimmying around the frame and all that sort of stuff. Also, I did buy a blowtorch, which I don't know if that helped or not. Yeah. Sniffing propane. Yeah, that's real good. Something that happens on these 360s and 430s after a long time, the rubber in the mount degrades and then collapses. Same thing with the engine mounts. So we were going to do these today, but we're not going to do them because we're exhausted. We'll do these another day. Yes, again, this video was sponsored by Ricambia America. So go visit ricambiaamerica.com. Use the code NGS10. You're going to save 10% off on all of your stuff.
Buy the Hill Engineering tool from Ricambia America. It will save your butt. It'll help you get out the old motor mount, and it'll help you push in the new one.
Yeah, you could not do this task without that tool, period. So we got some more DIY stuff coming. Obviously, we're going to be doing some engine mounts soon. I'm going to go to bed. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All that sort of cool stuff. Maybe go buy a t-shirt. So go to my website. Go to normalguysupercar.com. Buy a t-shirt. Or you can buy a hat. I got hats. Ooh. I got stickers. Yeah. They're like $3. You want to support my channel? There you go. Spend like $3. I get like $1. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. We're going to be doing a lot of car stuff. It's going to be sweet.
It's going to be sweet.